As against, or you pull back?
I am a Negro, and I'm very
But
proud
I
of it.
remember the feeling that it left.
From a personal perspective, from my own family, I had two half-sisters. My half-sister Lili was able to leave Cuba with her husband. They lost everything, and his family has quite a story as well. His father had worked his way up from nothing, sweeping the floors in a toy factory. He had then started managing the factory, put himself through school, bought the factory, and had several factories, and that was all through the sweat of his brow, and he had to give that up. And so my sister's father-in-law he also left with his wife, but he wasn't able to speak for 3 years. He was in shock, from having to leave everything that he had worked so hard his entire life for. My other sister, Alicia, was married, unfortunately, to someone who had become involved in the Castro regime at a pretty high level. And my father tried sending private planes to get her and her two young children off the island, but he wouldn't let her leave. And she was, at the time, about 8.5 months pregnant, right in the middle of this crisis. And they took her to the hospital, and of course everything was in turmoil, and we don't exactly know what happened. We just know that they weren't able to give her the medical care that she needed, and she died. And it was one of only 2 times that I ever saw my father cry, because I think, he felt terrible that he wasn't there. Being a physician, he believed that he could have helped her, he could have saved her. And also that he wasn't able to just personally extricate her and her children. And they never did, the children never were able to leave Cuba. So I've never met them.